Alright, time to continue where I left off yesterday. Should be close to done soon. This was the door I started right at. Why is my map not working? Did it rebind my keys? Oh, now it works. It was weird. My map wasn't working. Alright. That music, though. Oh, well, never mind. That music's gone. Replaced by this. Oh, and more clowns. Probably not gonna smack him with a crowbar for most of this. All my time playing Half-Life and crowbarring those zombies have paid off. I can even do it on the hardest difficulty too. Even in Half-Life opposing force with those weird ones that attack faster. Smack Pennywise with a crowbar. Oh, nope. Oh, ow. What the fuck? It actually hit me. Hey, Shogun. Bastard actually hit me. What is this nonsense? How did I get hit? I was hiding. Wait, what is going on? I'm getting... What? I'm still getting hurt. There is something seriously off with this hit detection. Wish I would drop more ammo. Health would work too. There goes some Molly. At least there's a bunch more I can get. Grab this. Is that everything in this room? I feel like it is. Yep. There we go. Have the worst weapon in the game. The Molotov. Huh. Which I'm never using again. Ever. Definitely learned my lesson the first few times. God, there's like so many. Holy crap. There's like 5 boxes of them. Crickets. Roaches. Cricket roaches. I mean, they look more like crickets, but also kind of like roaches at the same time.
Stay away from Tess. She's trouble. Real trouble. Duncan will tell you. Except Duncan ain't what he used to be.
Oh, shit. Hey, Chris and Keith. I'm surprised you found me. Awesome, thank you.
Stay away from Tess. She's trouble. Real trouble. Duncan will tell you.
I'm glad that I was able to watch some of that. Like I said, I kind of want to play it. But after seeing you play it, it makes me not want to play it. But this game also, it has really bad controls too. But it's not static camera angles. Yeah, it isn't great, yeah. Truth be told, I have played those games I told you about before, the one called Galarians and also Fear Effect 1 and 2 on, I believe, PS1 as well. I never played the sequel to Galarians, but I remember them controlling not so good either. But I think Evil Dead must be the worst next to Martian Gothic. I'm actually looking at my CD of Martian Gothic right now. It's on my desk. I've been debating playing that game too. But yeah, it's nice of you to drop by. I appreciate it. Don't know if you're into these kind of retro games, but this is what I kind of play. Most of the times. I do play new stuff as well, but, you know. You have a lot of tolerance for tank turret controls. Yep. I do too. You should see some of the crap that I play. I played some real trash. Probably Evil Dead style trash. Almost identical. Except it wasn't tank controls, but it was pretty bad still. You played a few? This was originally on the 3DO. I'm actually using WASD right now. This is the PC version. So, let me see. Here, I'll show you. See, here's the control scheme. So I have forward, backwards, map to WS. And then I have A and D. I have run, attack, open. I can set the mouse. The mouse is like auto set, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, these are all the controls. There are a few hidden controls that you cannot actually map, though. And there's one glaring problem. Oops. There's one glaring problem with this game. You cannot turn with the mouse and strafe with the keyboard at the same time. So if you're trying to strafe like this, and you want to turn your mouse while you're doing that, it just locks the mouse into strafe. So as you see, I'm strafing to the right, and I'm trying to turn my mouse to the left. And this is basically what it's doing. And when I let go, I can turn again. But as soon as I hold down strafe on the keyboard, all of a sudden I can't turn with the mouse anymore. So that is the biggest gripe with this game. And it only happens with the mouse. Like, look, if I use keyboard only, like this is keyboard controls. I'm using left and right arrow on the keyboard. So if I use the strafe and turn, it works. It's only the mouse. Why did they design it like that? I can do this with the keyboard. I just can't do it with the mouse. So yeah, that's an issue you have to get used to. Either play a keyboard only, which is not fun, or just deal with the mouse, which is what I usually do. And unlike Evil Dead, this game does have save anywhere, so you don't really have to worry about failing and having to redo a whole bunch of progress. Unlike me yesterday when I forgot to save and had to redo a whole bunch of progress. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say give System Shock 1 a try. You'd be surprised how good it is now. Especially with the current control scheme. They've really improved it. What just hit me? I have 40 health. This is not good. Nobody's dropping health. The only way you get health in this game is with blue balls. Also, these crickets. These cricket cockroaches are really terrible. Other than Medal of Honor. You can't remember it, Harha? Hey, Hitman. Trying to think. I've played some terrible PS1 FPSs, but I can't exactly remember. All you hear is blue balls. I need blue balls. No, seriously. Or maybe a golden ball. I'll be happy with a golden ball. There it is. Ow. I need another. Not enough balls. Whatever you do, do not get the red balls. There's another one. Crap, I need it. I think I just lost the same amount of health just picking that up. Huh. It's supposed to give you 20, and I ended up with the same health I had when I grabbed it. Interesting fact about this game is the Macintosh version is better than the PC version because they released a bunch of patches which ended up fixing a lot of issues with this one. But they didn't release it for PC, they just released it for Mac, the patches. So Mac users are stuck with Mac users get the good stuff like improvements, and PC users are stuck with version 1.0. The default. Nice, at least I'm getting balls now. Hey, Poizu. This game has FMVs as well. Ooh, he tried to flank me. Check out this awesome FMV.
Lydia, you're up late.
I just couldn't sleep. I must look wretched.
On the contrary, you look radiant.
You think so? No, you're just saying that.
No, I always thought you were very attractive.
But not as pretty as Tess.
Don't bet on it.
Really? I thought you were in love with her.
Lydia, I'm worried. Tess doesn't seem the same lately. She's been very distant, very secretive. I don't know who to talk to. You don't know what's going on, do you?
Oh, Duncan, I wish I could tell you.
Tell me what?
It's Tess and Byron.
Tess and Byron? Be serious.
No, not like that. Tess and Byron are scheming together.
What? Tell me.
Well, I can't really say, but it has something to do with that water clock you obtained for her.
What about the clock?
Duncan, can't you see she's just using you?
Using me? How?
Oh, I can't tell you someone's coming.
And I get some smoochy on. Hey, Zero. Them pixels. I know, right? That's probably one of the things that attracted me to this game. Yes, there's the golden ball. That's what I've been waiting for. Except I'm going to save it. You streamed some of Realms of the Haunting a long while back. Oh, about that. If you want to play Realms of the Haunting with WASD binds, you can do so. Just search for something like the UK version of Realms of the Haunting, which GOG and Steam both sell, is actually like this version of Killing Time. It's the 1.0 version, and the North American release of Realms of the Haunting contains added features like changing resolution, adding subtitles. You can change the control configuration to WASD. You can do a lot more stuff. So just look online for Realms of the Haunting UK to US conversion or something. You managed to rejig the controls? So you found that patch then? I'll take that now. But yeah, that's what I found out when I installed Realms of the Haunting on Steam. I played through it about 3 times now. I really like that game for some unknown reason. But I had to get the UK to US conversion patch, so it gave me the added controls and stuff.
So, Byron, what's this water clock all about?
It probably dates to the early dynastic period of Egypt. It's quite interesting if you think about it. When my ancestors were rooting about in the bog.
That's very interesting, Byron, but what does it do?
Oh, I see. In layman's terms, it tells time.
I know that. It's a clock. But I mean, does it have any special properties?
Special properties? I don't think I follow.
Listen, you little worm. Tess wants that clock, and I want to know why.
Oh, those properties. Well, there are those who believe it has the ability to suspend time, granting eternal youth to all within its influence. It was first designed by us, the followers of Anubis, the jackal god.
Tell me why she wants the clock.
Oh, well, if you must know, she and I plan to use it to suspend time with the... Now, let go of me. I have nothing more to say.
Wait. You and Tess just want to play mad scientist with this lost artifact? Is that what the secret is?
Laugh if you must. When the water clock is activated, Tess and her friends will be immortal. And you, what will you be?
So yeah, that's pretty much the plot of this game. And also, I played Hidden and Dangerous on PC as well. Oh, Seventh Guest. Probably my favorite puzzle game of all time. I love Seventh Guest. Do you know I have the novel of it? The actual book. They wrote a book, which is pretty funny. And the book actually elaborates more on the story with Stoff and those dolls and stuff. There's literally a novel of the Seventh Guest from 1995. It was hard to get, but you can get them on eBay pretty cheap for like $5. If you don't really care about the condition, some even sell brand new. You get frustrated with certain types of puzzles? Yeah. That's what most people told me about Myst. See? I love Myst, but not the point and click one as much. I like the real Myst. And real Myst, wait, I was here. Real Myst is actually really cool, where you can just roam around the island and free roam and not have to point and click and stuff like that. That's what I actually prefer. And most people are like, Myst? That game's... I can't even play it, it's so hard. It's on your radar. If you play it, make sure you play Real Myst. Don't play the regular Myst. It's very difficult to get into. Make sure you play Real Mist. It's much like this, free roaming, except way better graphics. Also, for the record, you may or may not want to play the Masterpiece version of Real Mist. The Masterpiece version gives you better graphics, but it has severe optimization issues. Like, it lags horribly. Like, slowdown galore, and I'm on a 1080 Ti. Can you imagine? Hey, T-Mac. I hate these cockroach crickets. These are probably my most hated enemy in the later... Ooh, I'll take that. In the later part of this game. Also, as you can see, the music stopped playing. The reason why is because too many sound effects are playing at the same time, which glitches out the music. Only on the PC version. Macintosh is perfectly fine. Come on, shoot the clown. Yeah, got the clown in the back of the head, but the clown doesn't care. Damn it. Shoot the clown. Yeah, got him again. Oh, now the clown's pissed. Look at that. Look at that. Who's gonna win? Place your bets, everyone. Clown versus cricket, Roach. Oh, wow. That answered my question way too fast. How is a cricket more powerful than a clown? Aw, the blue ball disappeared. You like point and clicks, but mostly LucasArts style? Monkey Island is my favorite series of all time. And I just recently played a first-person shooter the day before yesterday. Have you ever heard of Outlaws? Outlaws is a first-person shooter much like this, except in the Wild West. And I played that 2 days ago. Probably one of LucasArts' best games. Alright, let's use the flamethrower. There's way too much ammo for it. But yeah, LucasArts Outlaws is really good. The historical missions sucked, but the story missions are really fun. The game can be beaten in like 6 hours or less. That's the only sad part. It's a super short game. But it even has the really cool, what do you call it? Animated cutscenes, you know, like LucasArts style animation, like Curse of Monkey Island. How they have those animated cutscenes and stuff. Also, The Dig. That's a great one too. Full Throttle. I have the Full Throttle remastered, which I have to play. There's lots of them. Lots of good ones. Speaking of which, why did I do what was I doing here? What was the purpose of this whole area? Oh, the switch. What does that switch actually do, though? Must have opened something. Also, I need a new mouse. If you can see that my mouse is jittering a bit, like it gets stuck and then all of a sudden it gets jerky and a jerky movement. It's because the feet, those slippery feet on the mouse pad, are sticking to the, well, the mouse is sticking to the mouse pad. I need a new mouse. Because I can't smoothly drag the mouse across my mouse pad without it kind of getting... Ooh! There it is. Look at that. It's a vessel. This is basically the whole point of the game, collecting all of these. So now we have 3 more left to get. What is this one? It's a trap! I kind of smelt that trap a mile away. Hey, sneaky lurk. Okay, let's turn the music back on. The chalice to the halls of heroes. These are actually the stuff right here, see? You have the arms, which is to gain might, so you get strength. You have eyes to see beyond sight. I guess that shows secrets or something. I think that's the one we just picked up, wasn't it? I don't know. We have hands to hold the infinite, basically infinite ammo. Ears to hear one's foes. I'm not exactly sure what that does. For stamina, infinite stamina. You can run forever. Or maybe run faster. Liver, ew. To ruin your enemies. That's the one we picked up. No, it's not. This is the one we picked up. Liver to ruin your enemies. That's like double damage or something. Probably like Quake's quad damage. And then we have nose to aid your search. I don't know what that is, though. And you can only use these once. If you use all of these at any point, you need to search for a very special vessel, which is kind of like this clear white vessel, and it will recharge every single one of these vessels. And I think there's only like 4 in the entire game. And I stumbled upon 2 before realizing what they actually did. Also, the music died again. But yeah, I recommend giving this game a try, especially since you were able to tolerate... Also, hey, Steve. You were able to tolerate the horrible controls of Evil Dead. This will be nothing to you. This will be nothing at all. So I recommend you try it out. It's pretty fun, even though it's kind of buggy and glitchy and horrible to control. Still a good game. And the story is kind of fun, too. It's one of those... I think I was telling the story, but I got sidetracked. Basically, you're an Egyptology student, maybe? Egyptologist, I think? You're an Egyptology student or something. And you hear from one of your fellow Egypt friend ologists, whatever, that there's something weird going on this island. I don't know what the island is called. It was something island. But you see the map in that oval-shaped circle? That is all the entire island, and you get to explore all those light areas. And the pink area is where I am right now in the house. So all that stuff on the left and right sides that are kind of like a light color compared to the dark colors, you can visit all of those places. And I'm not sure, but those tiny little islands on the very left side, I wonder if that means, because I don't think they were dark before. So I'm wondering if that means that I got the vessels and they turned dark, meaning you don't have to go there anymore. You can climb that mountain. Exactly. I don't have a pointer, so I can't actually point to the areas, which sucks. But yeah. And on the left side, so on the left side you have all the keys on your HUD. So they're represented by colors. And on the right side is the vessels, so I'm missing 3. And then I can proceed to end game, which is actually a puzzle. The end game is not actually what you think it is. But yeah, anyway. So this guy goes to explore this island, finds this thing called the Conway Estate, which is a big giant mansion. And it's owned and operated by a woman named Tess Conway, who's like a super, super rich Donald Trump style of person. And she wants to become immortal. So she funds an archaeological dig in Egypt somewhere. And it basically yields the water clock. And as they were saying in those cutscenes, the water clock will freeze time, granting you immortality, so to speak. But only while you're on the island. So this game, all these people, all these ghosts like that, all these ghosts are actually people who are stuck on this island for eternity, unless you can fix that. And the island has been replaced by monsters and demons and ugly creatures and stuff. All because of the water clock. And she basically was using people to get that clock, you know? Like rich women using all the people like they were objects and tossing them into the trash when she was finished with them, so to speak. That's kind of like the story of this game.
Help me.
Hey, Warlock. What in the 50 flavors of fuck? Sounds cool. It is. And look, here's the fully free roaming thing. See? Now if you look, I'm in that purple pinkish area. And I think I have every key, which means I can go either that way or that way. And the thing is, in behind the house, Alexis Sinclair. I know, right? Basically, Alexis Sinclair is it's with an E, yeah. Alexis, she basically just murders you. This woman, she basically turns you into an evil demon monster thing. Guess we'll go this way first. So as you can see, I went through this whole area and I murdered everything. Once you go explore the island, as you can see, I'm in that pink area now. Once you explore the island, you don't have to worry about enemies respawning. So it's kind of like Resident Evil in the old days. They stay dead, at least until you get to a point where they decide to change the zombies for frickin' hunters, and then everything goes to hell. And see, here's a huge stash, and all the ammo and stuff stays too, which is even better. So you can come back later on when you have the keys to open certain items and doors, and you can just collect the ammo in case you ran out. That's why I like this game so much. FMVs plus an interesting story plus free roaming. It's just like, it's so cool. Like you got a I don't even know what this is, a cathedral of some kind. Then you got a graveyard. You got spoopy, scary skeletons throwing fireballs. You got beetles, wasps, cricket, roaches. You got big cleavage succubis, maids. Then you got these really butch nanny-looking creatures. And the succubis are actually docile. Hey, Misanthrope. Yeah. And so basically Tess Conway is telling you, Tess Conway throughout the game is telling you that what do you call it, that to help her, like she's in trouble, she's stuck in time, etc., etc. So you basically have to destroy the water clock, the Egyptian water clock. And yes, the succubi are docile. So you can actually, it's funny, yesterday when I was playing, I found this like room that had like 10 of those succubi maids. Like you can totally see their cleavage. It's like fully blown cleavage. And they have like horns on their heads, and they're wearing maid outfits. And basically they just go around dusting things. They have a dust mop or a duster. And it's funny because at times you can walk right up to them and they'll start dusting your face before moving and going to dust something else. You can actually see them moving the duster back and forth on your face. It's hilarious. And then they walk away like they don't care. And it's only if you trigger them by shooting them or other enemies around them. Also, this is funny. So basically the game thinks you're falling to your death just because you're traversing the smallest little canyon, you see? You see there's a hole? How to lose your hearing in 5 seconds. Yeah, stub his toe pretty much. I don't think you would you scream like that if you stubbed your toe? That sounds more like complete death scream. I mean, stubbing your toe pretty much hurts like hell, but still. Oh god, beetles. Nope. Beetles. Ow. Holy crap, my health. So, this is how you go from, like, 90-something health to 24 in 2 seconds. The Beatles. And the wasp. I need that. Give me. Oh, and I don't, like, look at this. I have less health than I did when I went in there. I'm not a happy... I have 4 health. This is the biggest load of BS ever. Sounds like stubbing your toe after wedging a toothpick under your nail. Ow. I'm totally gonna save against my better judgment, because this is totally a good idea. And I don't remember where my last save was, and now I'm scared. But I'm confident I can just flame broil a cricket and hopefully get a blue ball. You basically have to go in very, very slowly. Looks a little aggravating, yeah. Well, try and do what I did here with the controls where you can't turn and strafe at the same time. Remember how I told you? You cannot turn and strafe at the same time. You can turn and then you have to strafe, but if you try to turn strafe, it just shoots you sideways. So bear that in mind with trying to dodge projectiles from the enemies in this game. And you get the idea of the bad controls. You see what I mean? I didn't even see that. I don't even know where he... Oh. He shot me from way over there. Like, it's way over there. I have another idea. It's called Let's Open This Door and Hope We Don't Die. There's more than one door to open. It sucks that they can actually shoot you from those tiny little maze-like walls. Because you can't hit them. And of course, none of them are going to drop health. Is this an updated version? Not really. It's just a GOG version. Also, the updated frame rate actually breaks the game. Ooh, I need that. Yes! Got it. We're doing better. I now have 20 and not 4. 24. Frickin' topiary in there. It's a garden. Fun fact. Apparently I was told that the, Aw, and that's a red one. That's a bad one. Those are like the mushrooms in, Super Mario 2 Japanese version. Those anti-mushrooms which hurt you instead of make you grow. Was Quake even original? Doom you got tired of after a while? Do me a favor. Type in WADS. And then check that out. Alien SWAT. Oh, and also, by the way, which one of you two are actually on the account right now of your Chris and Keith account? Shit. I'm guessing... I don't actually... see the switch. So as you can see, the jumping is broken in this game with 60 FPS. You jump like you're tied down with a ball and chain. The only way to really jump is to use like a super forward mouse swing. Push the switch. Don't oof me. What does that do? Keith, nice. So Chris, so you're the one that was actually playing Evil Dead, and Chris was the one that always said Ash sounded like John Lovitz, right? He was obsessed with that, right? Wait, am I full on shotgun? I am. Oh god, there's a hole. In terms of vanilla, Quake till the end. Did you know? You can. Did you actually HD Quake 1? Because there's actually source ports that give you like high def textures and stuff, which I did one time when I was playing. I'm kind of scared to go down that hole. Not joking. I'm hesitating. Because as soon as I fall in that hole, I know there's going to be a shitload of enemies. And they're going to be hitting me. And hurting me. I just want to look at the pretty flowers. Can't we look at the pretty flowers? Fine. Let's go in the hole. He does art streams and wants to play more games on stream. Cool. And yeah, I remember you were talking about Deus Ex. I have every single one of those. And the one you were talking about with the... Oh god, it's those things. Where you were talking about that guy on the cover holding the gun gangster style, that was the second game. Deus Ex Invisible War. I still have the box for it. Funny enough. We are in the sewers, fighting weird brown frog things. Ooh, I need that. Yes. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I need that too. I need that 3. I don't need that one. Aw. I need that one though. Give me blue. Oh, sweet. So yeah, in this game basically you need to get those blue health spheres that the enemies drop, otherwise they disappear in like 10 seconds. Hey, Vomitor. Oh, really? Okay, I'll get that too then. I hate how they can hit you. It's so hard to dodge. And they take 10 damage with each hit, and there's a golden sphere. I actually need to play Quake on Nightmare. I've only played it on hard. And it was kind of too easy for me. Except for those lightning enemies. I can't remember what they're called. What do you call those lightning enemies? Oh. See what I mean? This can be irritating as hell. Look at my health. It just goes from like 70 to 30 and just 1 or 2 enemies. Especially if you're surrounded. Shamblers, yes. With their lightning hit scan. I always hated them the most out of any enemy in Quake. The Shamblers were my most hated, and then after that were those weird spider enemies. Those weird spiders that shot those kind of like balls with spikes on them that home in on you and can go around corners and hit you perfectly. Vors. Yeah. Unfortunate. I hate those things. They're so hard to dodge. It's almost impossible to dodge their projectiles unless you're like hiding behind a wall or have an object blocking the path. Otherwise, if you're in wide open area, you'll never dodge it. You can't even outrun them, I don't think. It's very much like the mother demon in Doom 64. She had projectiles that basically go around corners and hit you perfectly, and you can't do anything about it. You can't even hide behind a wall. Got you more immersed. Did you ever play Power Slave? The reason I say that is because that's what I was reminded of when you said fully 3D. Because there's actually a Power Slave, aka Exhumed, for PC, and then there's a separate console version. And the PC version looks more like Duke Nukem 3D or Shadow Warrior or this game in a way, whereas the console version looks more like see if I can make this jump. Wow, that totally failed. The console version looks more like Quake. There's an EX version. Seem more satisfying than 2D sprites from most Doom clones, yeah. Also, in addition, have you heard of Power Slave EX? Hey, Tristan. I'm actually very close to the end of the game, funny enough. I'm trying to do this jump, which sucks. You've heard of Power Slave? Well, check out Power Slave EX if you can. There we go. Finally made it. So it wouldn't be worth... Oh, wow, really? Do I have to step on that one? Wait, is this one that I... What is this? Yep, of course. Now it opens. Forcing me to do this twice, game. But yeah, check out Power Slave EX. You may not be able to get it from the main site because the guy who made the Doom 64 EX and that Turok remaster, he works for Night Dive Studios now. They were smart. He was basically doing these remasters of Doom 64. He was already doing Turok remaster, and then Night Dive Studios basically saw his work and were like, hey, we want you on our team. So they basically put him on the team. Oh, I wish I could not turn my mouse when I'm doing that. It's very hard to push your mouse forward without kind of jerking it left and right. That totally sounded wrong in every way. Oh, Anubis statues. Heads. Oh, stop it. Wow, are you kidding me? Those are pretty good remasters, yeah. Where was my save? Okay, at least I saved smart. Of the Turok games. The first one I really like. The second one is the most confusing thing ever. Turok 2 has the most confusing level design I've ever seen. Also, the levels are ginormous. Like, I mean ginormous. They're not just big. They're, like, the size of a frickin' small island. That's what was crazy about Turok 2. Sure, there were only 5 levels instead of 8, but I would rather have 8 smaller levels than 5 ginormous levels that were like twice the size. I mean, each one of the levels in Turok 2 was like 2 levels worth of Turok 1. But I will always prefer Turok 1, and I'm still waiting for Turok 3. I know someday it may happen, but I want Turok 3 on PC. Night Dive needs to do that. Also, interesting thing, thanks to Tristan. Tristan told me that Night Dive is trying to acquire... Somebody just flush the toilet. Tristan told me that Night Dive Studios is trying to acquire this IP, or the rights for this game. Trying to being the appropriate word. So that's the sad thing. They haven't been successful yet, but if they can wrestle System Shock 2's IP from 3 separate companies, including some weird life insurance company, then they totally may someday be able to do that and make a remaster of this game. That's my hope. Yeah, Zoom platforms. But the thing is, like I said, remember how they were trying with the System Shock 2 game? And that was 3 separate IP holders. Each of those 3 had separate, like, holdings and shares or whatever into the System Shock franchise, including Electronic Arts. Now try and imagine Night Dive Studios wrestling the System Shock IP from Electronic Arts. Let's not go this way. I'm listening to this music. The pain of blood rights. Well, the good thing is there's a dude who's reverse engineering blood and has blood GDX right now. So who cares about a remaster of blood when we have blood GDX, which is pretty much the same thing for free. And it's made in Java. So you can just pop the exe file or the Java file right into your main folder of Blood or Redneck Rampage. He's even doing Tech War and Witch Haven. And just drop the exe file into the main folder, run it, boom. There you go. Source port, GG, done. You could handle the size of levels in Turok 2. It was the backtracking. Yeah. The one thing I hated about Turok 2 was the first and the second levels especially. Like, I've never ever beaten Turok 2 until the remaster came out. Because I always got lost on the first level. Oh, yeah, this is that bad part. I always got lost on the very first level trying to find those stupid children. Help me, Turok. Thank you, Turok. That was just so dumb. I was facepalming the whole time. Like, why were children even captured? What is with these lighthouses you have to activate? It makes no sense. I hated it so much. That level was a pain, but then I played the second level. And the second level of Turok 2, I was lost for about 3 or 4 hours. No joke. I was going through the level for like 4 hours without any sign. And it was because I didn't turn left at this one little corridor in the middle of some weird place where there was another one of those zombie portals that you have to close or something like that. So yeah. You can imagine my frustration in all of that. Trying to think where I know where one vessel is. It's at the very top by that snaky thing, but on the opposite side. I've got candy. But yeah, Keith, if you've never played those games, go check out the GDX place if you haven't already. If you want to replay those old classics. Definitely outstayed their welcome. Yeah. Truth be told, some of the levels in Turok 2 were okay, like that Perlin level. That was kind of a shorter level. And it wasn't the most confusing mess. That alien level? Well, that alien level sucked except for the turrets. I mean, the turrets were the thing that made the alien level suck the most because they could hit me through the walls, and I have some clips of that. Of me raging during that point. And then they take like 100 of my health away in seconds. It's just like so nasty. I don't think there's anything else here. From the final retail. Ah, cool. The demo. Yeah, I remember playing the demo. That's how I found out about this game, through the demo. I don't remember the demo at all, though. But yeah, I have a full playthrough of Turok 1, and I have a full playthrough of Turok 2006 or 8 or 7. I can't remember the year that Turok was released. I think it might have been 6 or 7, or maybe 8. But I have a playthrough of both that and Turok 1. But I don't have a playthrough of Turok 2. Even though I did play it. There's a building here somewhere, and I don't remember if I actually opened it. Oh, it's over here. This place. Yeah, this is the place. Nice. I have all the keys now. Oh, there's Helga. Helga, the butch maid. I wonder if there's going to be succubi in here. Where there's Helga, there are succubi. Or chefs. Nope, just Helga. Ah, no. There's a reason why I call these nasty male-looking... Oh, they hurt. These nasty male-looking nannies is because there is a game known as Necrovision. I don't know if you've ever played Necrovision, but at the very beginning, when you kill that one guy who like goes crazy and wants to kill you, he basically has a picture of Hitler's nanny. And Hitler's nanny is literally almost identical to these butch-looking nannies here, except she has a Hitler mustache, which is funny. You think Half-Life was your doom? You played a lot of Half-Life mods? Same here. Have you ever played They Hunger? That's my favorite of all. They Hunger is the best Half-Life mod ever. It's so, so good. Made by the guy who worked at PC Gamer magazine. It's a shame that he actually got cancer, because they were making a sequel to They Hunger. The hell? They were making a sequel to They Hunger, but I think the guy Neil Mankey, he got sick with cancer, and I think his... Oh shit, they're infighting. Damn, that ghost is going to town on him. Rip. But yeah, people have been telling me about Wanted. When I was playing Outlaws, they were saying you should check out Half-Life Wanted. I played a few of the early multiplayer Half-Life mods. Like this one where you were vampires versus werewolves. I can't remember, but it was really weird. And then I think there was another one which was vampires versus humans, and they had stakes or something. Uplink, yeah, Half-Life Uplink was interesting. Stuck in here. This music is kind of cool. A lot of Doom. And I actually played like a bunch of Wolfenstein as well. Like the old Wolfenstein. What the? Uh-oh. See, this game's easily manageable as long as you're in control of the enemies and they don't all spawn around you. Ow. Little janky. Oh, Keith, that reminds me. Have you ever played Nocturne or the 3 Blair Witch games? Since you were playing Evil Dead, I just remembered those games. And they are pretty much exactly the same type. Except they're actually good. Well, Nocturne and the first Blair Witch game is actually good. The second Blair Witch is the worst, and I hate it. The third one is my favorite in terms of gameplay. But it's kind of weak. Exactly, Crack Smoke and Warlock. Nocturne's blood physics. I know! It's so cool how you can pick up a body part of an enemy and, like, smack them with it. Nocturnal off-screen enemies. That's what I loved. Make sure you play Nocturne first, Keith, before you play the Blair Witch games. Because Blair Witch number 1, or Volume 1, Rust and Par, is a continuation, in a way, of the Nocturne game. You play a character from the Nocturne series named Doc Holliday, and she basically goes to the town of Blair or Burkittsville, and she has to inspect the local legend of Rustin Parr and the ghosts and evil witches and stuff. And the stranger, who is the character from Nocturne, he comes and visits later on. And you get periodical, like, updates and stuff. So I would highly recommend playing Nocturne before you play the first Blair Witch. Second and third ones don't really matter. But there is a crossover that you don't actually see in the third one, which is weird. It's a weird time slipstream thing, where in the first one you see a dude who's in the third game, but in the third game you don't actually get to see that sequence that happened, because you play as that same character. So it's weird. Also, hey Fascioni. Hey AdaptOS.
Once Tess performs the ritual, the power of the clock will be hers to command. How do I know she won't cast me aside? Perhaps I should perform the ritual. But then my soul would be lost forever. That's just too high a price to pay. Besides, she needs me.
I can count every pixel on that guy. Oh, AdaptOS Twitch is the reason why. Pro City of Angels, I've seen it. I haven't played it, but I saw Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a review of Crow's City of Angels. He also did another game called Planet of the Apes. You remember that one, Keith? Planet of the Apes? That was exactly the same as Crow City of Angels. A fixed camera angle BS game, and I think it might actually be worse than Crow. Truth be told. Well, from what I've seen anyway. Planet of the Apes, like it was on PlayStation or something, I think. It was horrendously bad. Like, worse than ever. Like, it makes Evil Dead Hail to the King look like the best game ever. In comparison. Ooh, there's another one. Let's see what this says first. Or not. Nope, we can't do that yet. Getting assaulted by damn bees. That I can't hit, apparently. Are they all dead now? Can we see this cutscene? There's one right here. You! Oh, stupid bee. There we go, that one's down. Let's make sure we kill them all. And I got a red one. No, I'm not gonna get that. There's one in the house. What the shit? What is this BS?
This is so exciting.
I didn't want to autoplay it by accident. I'm gonna stay further away. You haven't played POTA? But it has big shoes to fill. If it's worse than Crow, go and check it out. Adventure game elements. Crow's like they wanted to make Resident Evil into a beat-em-up. Have you ever played an old game called Fighting Force? No, actually, Fighting Force is one of those beat-em-ups just like you just described, like with Resident Evil static camera angles. But there's actually another game. I dare you to play it, Keith. I dare you to stream it. Double, triple, quadruple dog dare, whatever the hell that thing is. It's called Perfect Weapon. It is one of the worst games ever. And it's a beat 'em up with the controls of Evil Dead. That what you played. So it's basically like Crow City of Angels, except it has Evil Dead horrid controls. So yeah, Perfect Weapon. I have a physical CD of that game, and I wish I didn't.
This is so exciting, Byron. Just think, we'll never grow old.
I was sort of relishing the idea of growing old with you.
I've planned a grand party for tonight.
You know, I don't think anyone understands me the way you do.
I've hired a troupe of clowns to entertain us.
You've been so understanding, so kind.
We'll have a feast and dancing and plenty to drink.
I think I may be in love with you.
Is everything ready for tonight?
Lol.
Yes, I think so. I'm still fine-tuning the range of the clock. Each portion of you must be carefully placed.
I hope no one saw you. What would happen if someone located these objects? They contain my soul.
Fear not. I had them carefully placed. I had Angela watching my back to see if anyone was following me.
Apparently that really ended very prematurely. Looked like there was a little bit more at the end there. But yeah, did you see how he got completely denied? He's like, I love you. And she's like, is the things ready? And he's like, He just got freaking backhanded. Alright, so we found this. There's only one more place left to go. The end game is really annoying. Kristen knows what's coming, but most of the people here don't. Unless they watched me play this back in 2015, I think. Not exactly sure if I'm going the right way or if I'm going to the second area. Oh, I'm going the right way. Good. Good, good, good. You haven't done that feature in a while, though. Now's the time. Planet of the Apes. Pro City of Angels. Give it a try. And then... Perfect Weapon and Fighting Force. And see which one of those you can actually play through. And then rank them from best to worst. Because those are pretty much like the same thing. Except Fighting Force seemed to be a little better in the gameplay department. The controls were awful. 56 games on your list? Are they all console or are there some PC ones? I'm curious to know if there's any on your list that I've played before that are PC. I've not played many of the console ones, unfortunately. Well, I have, but not the 32-bit console ones. Just the 16 and 8 bits. And a couple of the 128-bit games. A third-person shooter? Oh, yeah. That reminds me of what they did with Dino Crisis. Do you remember that? How Dino Crisis 1 was a survival horror style Resident Evil game, and Dino Crisis 2 just became an action third-person shooter in the exact same vein. It was so weird. It even had a scoring system and arcade mode and shit. It's like, what did they do with Dino Crisis? They really messed up. Ah, there we go. Now we're in the area. I believe this is where the last one is. Then we can go to the end game. So similar to Resident Evil. Yeah, but at least they had dinos, which was cool, I guess. I mean, I like the dinosaur thing. But yeah, I guess people were bored of it or something. And then they came out with Dino Crisis 3, which was like an Xbox exclusive. Between all these... Ooh, there's a skull. Good thing they die in one hit. Between every enemy in this game, I think the wasp, the scarab beetle, and that cricket roach are probably my most hated 3 of all of the enemies in this game. Console and home computers, nice. Your top 5 consists of games on 4 different platforms? What are your top 5s? Maybe I've played them. Are they on the worst list, or Is it just a list in general? Like your general list of games that you need to play through. Or want to play through, so to speak. Only the worst? So what are the first 5? I'm curious. I played some bad games. Number 5 is Bubsy 3D, yeah. That's appropriate. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, yep, that game is dumb. It kind of... Plumbers Don't Wear Ties kind of reminds me of that Super Seducer on Steam now. If you recall, that weird guy who's like knows how to seduce women or something, which is the weirdest thing ever. You played a game, got a PC version that you got discovered 2 years ago. Which was it? Had you not found a decent 3DO emulator? Yeah. Oh, plumbers don't wear ties. You should add the 3DO version of this game, because I think it's pretty bad. I like the PC version of this game because it's actually not like super maze-like. Little Britain, the video game. Interesting. That's actually one I haven't heard of. I'll actually give you some suggestions that you should add to that list. There's 3 in particular, I guess. Maybe even 4. Maybe 5, actually, that I could tell you about that are on Steam. Thankfully, you can get them for like $1. Terrible PS2, PSP minigame collection based on really lowbrow comedy. Interesting. Kind of like WarioWare in a way. In a slight way. With the minigame stuff. I hate these skulls. That's the last area, I think. I want to explore the rest of this cave first. Cosmic Race. Nice. Limbo of the Lost. I've played that. Lol. That's funny. That's the one that has every single scene stolen from every other game, right? It's a point-and-click adventure. I remember that. They were showing comparison screens of every single game that one stole, like, rendered backgrounds and shit. I actually played through that. Holy crap. I completely forgot about that game. Limbo of the Lost. Jeez. That takes me back. I actually was laughing at how absolutely stupidly bad but awesome it was, kind of like that. It's like it stole so much, and I was looking at everything it stole and I was like, wow. I was just so amazed at how they just got sued straight to hell by like so many different people for stealing so much stuff. It was the great thing. And by the time I got to play Limbo of the Lost, it was actually out of stores, so I had to download it. Because it was already like... It was already being sued to hell and back. So I actually just downloaded like an ISO and shit. Yeah, Steam Direct. at least doesn't seem smug and self-satisfied by how clever it thinks it is. Have you ever played a game called Siberia, Keith? Not the S Siberia, not the adventure one, but with a CY Siberia. They came out in like 93 or 4, and they're like really bad corridor shooter on rails games. If those aren't on your list, they need to be. Hey, Sneaky Lurk. It's not spelt Siberia, that's the adventure game. That's a good one. It's spelt CYBERIA. So it's a bit different. Don't confuse the two. Make sure you know, because the Siberia, the other one is an adventure point and click, which is like highly ranked and has so many awards for being like one of the greatest adventure games of all time. But what I'm referring to is the bad Siberia. There's even a sequel to it. You have to add those to the list. I think those qualify as like the top 10. I would even put Siberia 1 as probably one of the top 10 worst games. And that's because I've actually played them. Gotta wait. There's so many red skulls everywhere. Also, in addition, if you don't have these on your list, you should totally see if you can find a game known as Instinct. It's just straight up called Instinct. And it's made by a Russian company. They didn't even bother translating it to English, so they just put subtitles. And it's basically a zombie shooter. It's kind of like what would I compare it to? Oh, if you've ever played Land of the Dead: Road to Fiddler's Green, basically the same concept, except you fight soldiers later on. So Instinct is one of them, and then another game is called You Are Empty, another Russian-made game, and it is awful, but in a funny way. Like, it is so bad in such a hilarious way. Then I'm sure you probably heard of these games called Stalin Subway. More Russian-made games, obviously. Seems like the Russians are very good at making shitty games. So yeah, Stalin Subway, and then Stalin Subway prequel, Red Veil. And then there's also Dusk 12, which is also made by the same people who made Stalin Subway. So I recommend all of those for your worst of all time list, because those are bad. They are bad. They're not Steam Direct bad, but you know what I mean. They're not like asset flips. I wouldn't even count asset flips because they're just trash. Most of the Steam asset flips are just like somebody took a training map on Unreal Engine 4 and just released it pretending it was a different game. Oh yeah, that up. Have I played I Want to Scream but Have No Mouth? You said it backwards. The game is called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And yes, I do have it on Steam, but I haven't played it yet. Somebody gifted it to me. I'm not sure who. But somebody gifted it to me. It's really interesting, but it's very hard to... Like, I played that game a long time ago, and I couldn't play it without a walkthrough because it's so confusing at times. I mean, I didn't, like, use the walkthrough all the time, but... You haven't looked into Russian games in particular, but those are the most notable ones, and the reason why I say this is because they were retail games. You know, Steam Direct is completely different, but these were retail games, Keith, that were sold in stores in original boxes on CDs. back in the day. Physical media. That's why they're notable. So that's why I recommend those specific ones. If they were basically digital $2 garbage, then obviously there's no point. But we're talking about, yeah, I've heard of Liquidator. I even have Liquidator 2. Liquidator 1 is not in English, which sucks. But Liquidator 2, I do actually have it. And I'm planning on streaming it one day. I'm actually thinking of doing a horrible game day sort of thing. You know, where I play through a really, really bad game so we can all laugh at it. I have so many of those. And most of them I got for free with those, you know, like those Humble Bundle promotions, or you go to this one website known as, what was it called? Free bundles or indie bundle? I don't remember. But they basically have promotions for free games all the time. And I just ended up with a bunch of like real god-awful games. FPSs too. Some FPSs, some other things. Did you know there is a PC game made by a Russian team that is based on the movie called They Live? Is it called They Live or They're Alive? No, that's the name of the game. The game is called They Are Alive, or They're Alive. But if you remember the Roddy Piper movie with, I think Keith David was in it too. Roddy Piper and Keith David. They wore these sunglasses that showed aliens blending among the human beings. And there's a video game that does the same thing. It was made like 10 years later, of course, but it's still pretty funny to know that they actually did that. That they legit took an old 80s movie and turned it into a first-person shooter. But yeah, that's another game. They're Alive. I don't know whether it's good or not. It looks kind of cool, but I've seen bad reviews of it. Why do I feel like this is a trap? Well, we're gonna find out in 2 seconds. Isle of the Dead. Ever play that, Keith? Isle of the Dead. What the hell? Can't open this. That's why. Because there's frickin'... Wow. Yep. Let's not aggro them yet. Until I'm ready. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. I think this was the one I actually remembered. That where you go down. That's on the list, number 16. Nice. Have you ever played Nightmare House 3D? That is very Isle of the Dead bad. Some people seem to like Nightmare House 3D, but it just... I played it, and it just looks awful. And it plays really bad, too. It's just horrible. Nightmare House 3D, and it's not N-I-G-H-T, it's N-I-T-E. I'm too high. Or maybe it's just Nightmare 3D. Could be. For some reason, I thought it was Nightmare House, but it could just be Nightmare 3D. It's one of the two, anyway. You know what sucks? I have to go down there. I'm getting hit because I can't see enemies and I have to aggro them to come up here. Like that. And then they hit me like 4 times first. I don't know how they're able to hit me, though. Are they dead yet? Is everybody dead? Looks like it. Nope. away. Oh. The flamethrower is like the worst thing to be using in these tight corridors because it just hits the wall and does no damage to enemies at all. Is everybody dead now? Okay, good. Seaman for Dreamcast? I don't know, some people like that game. And I never heard anything bad about it. Ugh. $69. But yeah, I haven't really heard anything bad about Seaman. It's just such a weird game. I remember AVGN did a review of that too. And I heard so much about it, but never actually played it myself. Here's the last one. Look at that. We did it. We officially, that's not the button, 100%ed everything so far. Now we go to the end game. Full double rainbow. Oh baby. Let's see all the stuff. So we got legs, fleet of foot. What's that even mean? Higher jumping? Mouth to sense the hidden. I guess that's obvious. Chest for a river of life. I think that heals you. To full. Maybe. Not 100% sure on that part. I hate the crickets. So yeah, and then there's arms, which is easy. Eyes, hands, ears, back, liver, like ew. Nose. Maybe nose fills up the map. I don't know. Fleet of foot and then mouth. Yeah. And chest. So those are all the abilities you get with her organs. It's basically her spirit essence. You put in vessels to make herself invincible. There's a leftover string of text for a cut Easter egg vessel called Pac-Man to gobble one's fears. Nice. You really should work on or at least try and collaborate with someone, Tristan. Try and collaborate with that GDX source port guy. Maybe you and that guy who made the GDX source port can collaborate and make a source port of this game. Do a collab project. That'd be like awesome. Since you know a lot about this game, since you've actually taken the EXE apart and shit. It'd be cool if someone was able to actually modify the EXE and be able to fix the mouse controls so that the mouse can turn while you're strafing on the keyboard at the same time. I feel like that's something that would be in the EXE because I never found it in any config file or anything like that. Come on. He's stuck. He's legit stuck. Ghosty can't get out of the hole, so he just keeps spinning in circles. I wonder where this is actually going to take me. Sure, outside somewhere. Now I notice that those skulls, they don't actually fire a constant barrage of fireballs. They only fire 3 fireball bursts. So after their 3 bursts, they actually take a break. So they're not as bad as I thought they were. Because I thought they just machine gun fireballs like crazy. Yeah, see? 3 and then stops. Stop it! I blame the mouse for that. You may plan to make a video related to alpha leftovers, cut contents of both 3DO and PC versions, since 3DO port has 2 alpha builds that are out there. Interesting. Huh. You should do a comparison video. Like a full-on comparison between PC and, well, PC, Mac, and 3DO. Show, like, where the enemies are versus where the enemies are found for the first time in the PC version, because I know they're flipped around. The sewers in this game that you find in the house is like near the middle, closer to the end of the game. And I believe in the 3DO version, those sewers with those little, you know, lizard-looking things, those frog lizards, they're basically encountered right after the duck maze. Oh my... Yep, flamethrower. Wow, they hurt. Fire is an exterminator's best friend. I have 42 health. I have 30 health. Look at how much damage they did to me. And that was just like, not even all of them. I think these are the most dangerous enemies in the game. I mean, the beetles nearly killed me a couple of times, but... and the wasps. But no enemy has hurt me as much as those cricket roaches. Did I ever own a 3DO? Unfortunately, no. A, it was like super expensive. And B, I think... wasn't it like $700 for one? Or like $500? In addition, my parents were those type of people that thought video games were a waste of time. So my dad was kind of like super strict and would refuse any video games because he was more of an academic type. A super, super strict, like drill sergeant academic type. Where it's like, study, study, don't waste your time with video games and TV and shit. It rots your brain type of shit. So, unfortunately, I was one of those kids that never got to play video games until the 90s when I was like 10 years old. And the first system I got was a Sega Game Gear, which my mom bought for me, and I had to hide it from my dad. He found out about it like 4 years later, but by that point, he didn't even care anymore. He was like, oh, it was 4 years ago? Whatever. I know, Sneaky Lurk. I played 4,600 video games. What does that tell you? I literally know more video games than you probably even know exist. That's how crazy it is. I've played some weird ones. Really, Skull? There we go. But yeah, in addition, what was the other? There's a game that I think I helped with. I was a beta tester and kind of like a idea type person. And it started out with me downloading a demo. And then these guys were making shareware, right? And they were going to sell it online, kind of before the Steam ever was a thing. And so basically, I found this game, and I was like, I was like young, so I didn't really know what good games were like. I just thought any game was awesome because I've never seen video games before. So I just went gorging into bargain bins and picked up like 20 games in one bargain bin for like $2 a piece, you know? And by that time, I had like 500 video games, physical video games. Lots of them are good, lots of them are bad. Like I have some RTS games, I have turn-based games, I have like Heroes of Might and Magic series, I have Heroes Chronicles, I have this weird game called Fallen Haven, which is a strange one. And then I have like tons of others, like SAR, something of the Crown or something like that. It was a strategy game. I also have Total Annihilation and the Iron something. I think that's like an add-on to it. The Iron Leg or something like that. I also had the Myth series, if you know what Myth is. It's a real-time tactical game like Commandos. I mean, I've been around the block about 1,000 times. And I had this one CD that had like 2,000 games on it, which were mostly... No, the game just crashed. Ah. The game crashed. When was my last save? No. Must have been after. Frickin' 3DO, man. They ruin everything. I know, the game crashed twice now. This is the second time. Also, all my text has been moved across the screen. Okay, there we go. Nope.
I'm off the rocky coast of...
Come on. Yep. I don't care. Oh, this is annoying. Okay, good. I think I'm in a good... Was this before or after? Okay, this is after. Good. We're good. No worries. But I do gotta move my windows around again. Because the game runs in 640 by 480 and my desktop resolution is 1920 by 1080, so it pushes all the windows all over the place. I hate resizing monitor screens. Real pain. Alright, let's go here and here. There. To make the game play in windowed mode, I can just Alt-Tab, I don't really care. And I want to play full screen anyway. I prefer playing full screen because it's much easier for me, truth be told. And DX Wind is actually crap. I don't want to say it's crap, but DX Wind is pure crap. It is, because I've tried to use that stupid program like so many bloody times. Half the time it wouldn't even work when I tried to make, you know, games into Windows, like windowed mode. In fact, I tried, like there were so many times, like so many old games I tried to make work in windowed mode, including Sanity Icons Artifact. Holy crap, that stupid program is such a piece of garbage. It's not as bad as another program called DX Tori. That's a capture program that I needed to use back in the day due to the fact that I didn't have... I couldn't capture these games because on Windows 7, if I tried to use display capture, the screen textures in the game would actually flicker like crazy through through OBS. But yeah, in addition, there was also the issue where if I used DX Tori, it would either A, crash the game, or B, it would provide glitches or something, or it would just not work at all. So that's some of the pain and agony with DX Tori and DX Wind. Gave up and then OBS became a thing. Yeah. And see, here's the funny thing. With OBS on Windows 10, that flickering issue that I was telling you about went away completely. I can display capture without worrying about the flickering That's what's a weird thing. In Windows 7, I dual boot, right? So I have Windows 7 and Windows 10 on the same computer, but on separate hard drives, on separate solid states. So I have my computer boots up into Windows 10, and if I don't do anything, it'll just default boot into Windows 10. But it gives me a boot menu, which allows me to select Windows 7 if I should choose. And if I choose Windows 7 and I try to play a game like Nocturne, it ends up flickering horribly. Like, absolutely horribly. It's like seizure mode. Like, just picture in this game trees and sprites all flickering like crazy. Like, just flashing back out of existence and back in. Out of existence, disappearing and coming back every half a second. And it was flickering like crazy. Even the subtitles in Nocturne were flickering. It was the weirdest shit. And then in Windows 10, everything's fixed. I can display capture for days and not have to worry. DxTory was the reason why I needed to use that kind of program for those type of games back on Windows 7 before Windows 10 came out. Hey, Mark. You're working on a surprise. Nice. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Very intrigued. Alright, let's go and end this game, huh? Am I going the right way even? Maybe? This map doesn't tell me shit. Yep, I'm going the right way, sweet. But yeah, would you believe me if I told you I actually had to use DxTory to capture the Suffering? I'm sure you know of that game. I actually like that game. Ties That Bind is ass, but the Suffering is really fun. The first one, it's actually spooky, and you can choose first person and always keep it and stuff like that. Ties That Bind ended up becoming like a weird-ass action game, which was really dumb. But the thing is, you really need to catch up on those games? Yeah. Well, when I first played through The Suffering, I kid you not, I used DxTory, and the game crashed every hour to every, like, 30 minutes. So, in between 30 minutes to an hour, the game would just crash to desktop. Repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, over and over and over, and it was the most nightmarish thing you could imagine. It drove me nuts. So here's the final door. I believe endgame is very soon.
Finally. You have gathered together enough of my spirit so that I can communicate, but we must hurry. This entire island is trapped in time. Some, like myself, are spirits without a body. Others were less fortunate. They roam the island, poor, hapless zombies. No one can rest while the water clock exists. You must go quickly to the attic and destroy the water clock.
Why is she so much taller than me? So yeah, what was I saying? That totally made me forget. FMV video size. If you're far enough away, you can't tell.
Oh, I could dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
Darling, never.
This is basically the whole center of everything. Isn't this the same thing? That clock? This clock changes the FMVs. Is it the same thing though? Oh, that's the screaming woman. Don't know what the hell that was all about.
Hold you in my arms forever.
But yeah, that's basically the story of this game.
If I'm right, this ritual will give me eternal life, but one slip up and I could join the pharaohs. Yeah. There's no way this body is going to grow old. No way this mind will grow feeble. I was meant to be young.
So basically, she wants to be invincible, immortal.
Darling, never leave my side. This is so exciting, Byron. Just think, we'll never grow old.
I was sort of relative.
Saw that one already.
Oh, I could dance all
Skip to the next one.
Hold you in my arms forever. This will be the perfect base for our operations. Not too far from the mainland.
Yeah, I saw this one too.
dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
Not all of them.
She was such a sweet child. I raised her.
I saw that one too.
Oh,
God, there it is like literally spoiling the game. Yeah, saw that one.
dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
I'm but a humble servant, Miss Tewksbury, but I have served you and Miss Conway since you were children.
Yes, Robert, go on.
It is possible that your concern for Mr. De Vries may not be deserved.
I think I saw that too.
Why is that?
dance all
I'm trying to figure out if there's any that I didn't see yet. Because we're at the end game at this point.
So, Byron, what's this water clock all about?
Yep, saw that one too. I'm pretty sure we've seen all of these now.
Once Tess performs the ritual, the power of the clock will be hers to command. How do I know she won't cast me aside? Perhaps I should perform the ritual.
Yeah, saw that one too.
dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
So, how's my little scientist? Are you finished with the Hall of Mirrors?
Almost. I've taken every mirror on the estate. Duncan is becoming quite curious. He's asking a lot of questions. I'm afraid he might interfere with our plans.
I can handle Duncan. He served his purpose. It's time I let him down gently.
Gently.
All night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
Darling, never leave my side.
Do that.
Stay away from
Yeah,
Tess.
saw that one.
Oh, I could dance all night.
Hold you in my arms.
So there was like two I didn't see, but I'm sure we'll see them later.
No, it's too soon. She was supposed to wait. No!
I think I saw that one. And then this was the middle one. Hey, Fruve.
Darling, never leave.
Yeah, that was a screamer. So here's... Oh, shit. Oh, God, it's succubuses. Oh, no.
Darling, never leave my side.
Give me that.
Dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
I forgot this is one of those things where it leads you to a secret room or something, and if you choose the wrong one, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be Duncan or Byron. Duncan or Byron? I'm gonna say Duncan. Yep. So if I choose Lydia, I just start on fire. Ow.
Darling, never leave.
If I choose Byron, that is not cool. Actually, the same. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad. Hey, look, I have 6 health again, just like old times, huh?
The island and everyone on it will enjoy.
Where did I last save? Ah, fair enough. So yeah, there was only... What happens if I do this? Do the maids not care?
If I'm right,
Yeah, see?
this ritual will dance all night.
The succubi don't give a shit about you. They'll even start... Yeah, see, she's dusting my face.
Every woman I ever dreamed of. I've never met anyone.
Dusting me.
That's because there is no one like me. There is no one like me.
The clock should work for
That
anyone
voice in the
who
background
life
of this level. Yeah. I just find it awesome and funny at the same time that succubi won't actually attack you if you just leave them alone. I mean, you can like even go up to them.
The clock.
They won't do shit unless you shoot them or anyone else.
All night.
Truth be told, I actually killed a bunch of chefs and the succubi were around and they still didn't get triggered.
Every woman I ever dreamed of. I've
So sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. All right. Well, I'll just leave them, not her, to do all this stuff. They can clean her room. So here's another one of those doors. That's the final door. And I told everybody yesterday that these doors were like super duper important. Now we get to find out why. Also, what's this?
The water clock was made to slow or even reverse the aging process of a mummy. It was placed over the sarcophagus, and a few drops of the dead ruler's blood was used to activate it.
But how can I use it? I'm not about to be mummified and shoved into a box.
No, of course not. The clock should work for anyone who activates it, live or dead. The problem is that the effect is limited to a radius of, say, 6 feet.
Marvelous. So I either lug a 200-pound artifact around or remain glued to it forever.
Not necessarily. You see, the clock was built by Thoth to revive Osiris, who had been ripped to pieces and her body scattered all over Egypt by Set.
Yes, I know the story. Get to the point.
We could concentrate the power of the clock with mirrors and tune it to cover the entire island by distributing parts of your body.
Are you insane? Do you think I'll allow myself to be hacked to bits to
Damn it. Ugh, whatever. I think we might have seen that one. I accidentally hit my mouse. Then we'd have to watch that whole thing over again, but I'm pretty sure we've seen it already.
Beware of Duncan. He's no longer just a man. He's possessed by the evil force of the Egyptian god, Seth.
Well, that's not good. If you hurt her. Wait, can I still use these if I put these away? Okay. There we go. All placed. Can I still use them? I can still use them. Nice. I think I'll save them for certain things. So that means this door is now openable. Hooray! We can proceed to endgame. Or can we? Better save it, actually. Can't remember. Wow, this is like half a clock. What's that? Oh. Wait. We need to watch them in order. I hate when they autoplay.
Tess, my darling, we're not getting any younger.
We will be soon. Nothing. I really must get ready for tonight.
That's I was thinking. Maybe we could...
Yes? Could what?
Maybe we could get married.
Could get married. Married? Why on earth would I want to get married?
You
Ouch.
said you wanted to be with me for eternity.
Eternity, yes, but not as your wife. I don't belong to anyone or anything.
Well, what about our plans? We were going to build an empire. We were going to put this place on the map.
To use up my fortune funding smugglers and gangsters? No, Duncan. Be realistic.
You didn't seem to mind smugglers so much when they got you your precious clocks or your booze for your parties.
They served their purpose, but that doesn't mean I'd marry one.
It's not good enough for you, is that it?
Oh, come on. Tess Conway and a scheming little bootlegger. You're hilarious. You know, sometimes I think you're actually serious. Be a dear and fetch me another gin and tonic. And I want you looking sharp tonight. Byron and I will be unveiling a little surprise.
He's not happy. We pretty much stabbed her. I mean, she kicked him in the balls 3 whole times. First the friend zone, then common bootlegger. Just being like, why would I ever want to marry some piece of trash like you? I'd be like, ow. Times 10. And yeah, I guess it's chroma key error. Also the fact that it's rendered in like 240 by 180 resolution doesn't help.
I place my last drop of life into this vessel. But I will pass not into the field of reeds. My body, scattered like that of Osiris, will keep time in its place. I will wait until I am whole again.
So basically, we're resurrecting her.
Let Duncan live. But let him be cursed by the evil of Seth. Let him feel the power he craves until it's driven him mad.
That's why this game desperately needs a remaster. Can you imagine if they actually found a way to like remaster those FMVs to higher quality? Like they've done it with the movies, you know? Maybe they can take the original source material and make the videos higher res. The raw files, yeah. What the what?
Where is she, boss?
I don't understand it. She was right here.
You're sure she was dead?
Of course she was dead. You idiot. I left my dagger right in her chest.
That ain't gonna look too good.
That's why we're here.
What was that? I don't know. Maybe it was Tess.
It came from the attic. You check it out, Mike.
What is it? Ah!
Lol. There's the other door. Wait. Oh, it's an Ankh. We got another Ankh. I know exactly where to use these. How many do we have? 3. That's not good. That acting, I know. Did you know these Ankhs are pretty much BFGs? Ancient BFGs from Doom? They do the exact same thing. Wipe off all enemies on the screen. Just like the BFG. I should have had 5, but I accidentally used a bunch by accident. Totally by accident. I didn't mean to do it, but I was raging hardcore. I don't know if you remember, Tristan, that one area where you have to go across those really narrow ledges with the fire maze down below and the skeletons and those fart clouds everywhere. That I was raging. I was raging so hard. Holy crap. I said some mean things about this game during that point. Can I shoot these? No, I can't. It's only that part. That's like the worst part in the game because the skellies are either up above you or below you. They can hit you. You have to use the page up and page down to look around. It's horrid. Save it again. Oh!
I am now the avatar of Set, ruler of the night. Your soul belongs to me.
There's the water clock. And there's the final boss. Ow, that hurt. Here's the water clock.
You cannot kill me, mortal.
Yep. So basically, this is the final boss. It's basically a puzzle. We now have a set amount of time. Not a set amount of time. But we have some periods in time. We have to outrun them. Run away! We have to outrun him because he's invincible to everything. You can temporarily kill him, but you cannot permanently kill him. At least he gave me some health back. Okay, okay, nope, not this way. Shit, I can't. I'm stuck. And the game just crashed again. That is the third time this game has crashed, Tristan. What the fuck is going on here? Tristan? You told me this game rarely crashes. This is the third freaking time already.
Rocky coast of Maine.
Arg. This is so annoying. Great, we gotta do this shit again. Firstly, I need to move my windows back because it crashed again. Stupid game. Maybe it's the GOG version that's crashing so much. Because I don't remember it ever crashing when I had this special version that I downloaded off a website. I had my physical copy, but before there was a GOG version, the FMVs that you saw, those ghost FMVs, would always crash the game after they finished playing. And this one downloaded version fixed that specific bug. Yep. Bye. Now that we know what's going on, we can let him talk for like a bunch of times, and then we can just run. Run away! Ah, of course you have to give me a red one.
You cannot kill me, mortal.
So here's that horrible fire maze that I was telling you about that I hate so much. And Seth will basically just chase you for the rest of the game. And he'll just attack you all the time. It's a pain in the ass. So you basically have to run away from him all the time. You can kill him temporarily, but these are what you need. That's why these doors are so important. Wow, and then he just dumped me to 46 health from 80. Did you see that?
You cannot kill me, mortal.
Now, we gotta do that while fighting all these enemies. And the game's trolling me with red health spheres now. I need that. Look at my health. It's even lower now. What's worse is he follows you throughout the entire area. Like, you can't even evade him at all. He'll just teleport right behind you or right in front of you. Sometimes I managed to glitch him out so he didn't actually spawn. Also, the flamethrower seems to be way too OP, which means it's like the perfect weapon for Set, or to take out Set. Glad there's more ammo for it. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna scum save like crazy during this. I think there's only been one time I've ever seen Set actually appear up here. Usually I never saw him. So, if you're wondering what you're supposed to be doing, the whole goal of this is to destroy these. I can't remember what these are. They're either parts of the mirror, or they're parts of the water clock. They're all water clocks? I thought there was only one, though. Or did he, like, clone them? Or maybe he, like, made a bunch of them. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but they're all water clocks and something, and you gotta destroy them all. While running away from this bastard.
Time has no meaning here. You are damned for eternity.
Run. I'm not running. I'm lost. Yeah, I kind of figured that they're parts, but not actually water clocks. Now there's another one over here. You actually have to remember where these doors are. That's why I kept saying it was important. You know, this really doesn't help with these horrid controls, by the way. I just want you to know that. I think it was stuck down below there. Ah, come on. There's another one. Let me up. Let's save right here. Are 2 towers connected? Yeah. I didn't actually know that the first time I played this, did you know? So I went and destroyed the 3, and then I was like, where's the last one? It's like, why won't he die? And then I realized it's because there were 2 towers connected, and this is the one. This is the one with the 2 towers connecting. As you can see, there's another tower over there. And there you are. You go away. I don't like you. If this game had good strafing, I'd legit be able to dodge all his attacks. No problem. Shit. Ah, no. It's a trap. Oh my god, it's a double trap. Especially considering Set was there too. That was a BS trap with Set. I don't want to waste fire ammo, because that seems to be the most deadliest to kill him. Ugh. I hate the dodging. Ugh. I hate the mouse not being able to use the mouse is the worst. Alright, here's another water clock piece. That's 2 of 4. Run. I'm stuck on the wall. Okay, I'm gonna save it again. Scum save for the win. Hi, how you doing? Really? You've got to be shitting me sideways. There's an Ankh. And a blue thing, and he just appears right up my ass. Wow, this game can suck a dick right now. Like, he just... Oh my god, stop with the red spheres, game! Eat shit. That's so annoying. I hate those red spheres. Ah, he's behind me now. Of course he is. I know, Tristan. I hate this part the most. Like, look at my health. Oh, good. I don't want to use the, I could totally use these, but I don't want to yet. Because I think there's a fight with Tess afterwards. And I'm just gonna totally spam every one of these, turn them on, and just... I think there's 2 endings too, right? There's one if you die to Tess. He, like, takes over the island, or you become part of it or something. I can't remember, but I think there's an ending for dying and an ending for winning. Hey, Tropical. Get... Ow. Really? Look how much damage they do. It's crazy. There's an even bigger chunk of the water clock. That's different. That's totally different than the other pieces we've destroyed so far. So that's 3 out of 4. We just need to destroy 1 single more, but my health is really bad right now. And if Set just appears out of nowhere, I'm pretty much screwed. He will one-hit kill me. I'm pretty sure he will. Unless I have the flamethrower out. Yeah, I'm gonna save it again. Against my better judgment. See, it's not the part that this is hard, it's the part that the controls make this hard, and the fact that you get stuck on the walls. He's in the wall! He just... did you see his arms? He was inside the wall. Lol. Loser. Crap. Ah! This is not fitting music. Where'd he go? Yes! Give me that! Yes! I love when he gives me goodies. Oh. This is a race against time, not really, but yeah. If you don't want to die, it's a race against time. Because he'll just keep on teleporting up your ass every 2 seconds. No, there's still 2 more doors. There's 5. I remembered. Oh, he's behind me now. Ow! What is this? I hate this place. Good, that killed him in 1 shot. Temporarily. This place is such a confusing ass maze that I hate so much. Like, look at this. Where the hell's the exit? There it is. Oh, this ain't the... Oh. Up the stairs. I hate this place. There's still 2 more doors, I recall. Ugh. Double ugh. Where is the exit? There. There we are. Let's get... The other one's in the kitchen, I think. Which should be here. There's a golden sphere that I didn't even know about. That apparently is here. Wow. I saved that golden sphere for ages. I didn't even know it was there. Hey, Static Gamer. Where's Siri when you need her? I know. Ugh. I absolutely despise the mouse look not working properly when you strafe. That is probably the one thing that gets me hit the most from set or whatever. And I need more flamethrower ammo because I'm running out. I hate when they take 3 shots. 11 health? How did that even happen? How did I go from 80 to 11 in just 2 seconds? This is fucking bullshit. Oh, this game right now is just annoying with the stupid getting stuck on. You just get stuck to the walls like it's... How? Someone tell me how the hell I just went to 11 health. I had like 80 plus, and now I'm at 11. I believe Set probably hit me through a wall like a cheap little bastard. Oh yeah, now I have 6. That's great. That'll do work. That'll... Yeah, no, he's here. And he... No, I need that. Oh, I hate you. I have 8 health. How am I going to survive? This is bullshit times 20. This is Super Saiyan bullshit times 10. I can't save it either. If I save it, I'm just going to get wrecked by stupid. Mr. Stupid. No, it's not out here. The last one I'm trying to remember is somewhere over here. What's the point, though? I have like 8 health. I went the wrong way. I hate that he can actually teleport into these places, too. Should I save? Should I legit make a save? And hope that one of these enemies will give me health? I should. With 8 health? I mean, I could use those, If I get into one of those situations where it's just insta-dead and I can't do anything about it, I can use those thingies. You did this part with 1 point of health? Wait, what is this? Isn't this 2 connected together? Ugh. There was also another one with 2 of them together. This is the second one with 2 of them together. Also, the red health can suck a fat one. I mean, as long as I don't get hit by anything. Oh, really? Tristan, look at this. Look at this. This game's giving me the middle finger right now. It's bullshit. It's like, haha, here you go. You want some health? No, eat shit. Worst RNG ever. And I need all this. Okay, I'm totally gonna save again against my better judgment. I love that they take 3 hits and now I have 2 health. At least I'm getting flamethrower ammo, which is what I need. Yes! Oh! Sweet. I've never been so happy to see a blue health sphere. Another Ankh! Nice. Maybe I should use it for Set. Because every time Set appears... I think he's stuck in there. Totally gonna save it again. Every time I see Set, because these are kind of useless to me for most of the other bosses, technically. Yeah, got him in 1. Nice. And we're close anyway. Yeah, this is not a good weapon to be using. Really? Fuck you, game. Ugh. I hate this game sometimes. I really hate this game sometimes. A frickin' red one spawned in front of the blue one, so I couldn't pick up the blue one. This game's the biggest load of bullshit ever. Vice City. Yeah. I mean, this isn't difficult as long as Set doesn't decide to pop up your ass. It's easily these guys are easily dodgeable. It's the Anubises, Anubi that I hate. Those are the worst ones. Oh, what is this? Bad. There better not be one that opened behind me. Give me a blue health sphere, you bastards. Up yours, game. The final piece of the water clock, right? If I destroy this, I think I can destroy Set permanently now. This is the... I went across, did I? Yeah, I went across, didn't I? I can't remember. I can't remember if I destroyed all of them or not. He's clipped in the wall. You saw him. He's clipped in the wall right there. Lol. I'm trying to remember now. I went to the other tower, right? I can look at the windows. I mean, once the thing is done, you can just murder him and he won't come back. Is there any is that light there? Is that a light? I mean, I can't really tell because they're blurry. I see something over there. That might be the last... Don't I have to destroy the water clock in the actual beginning area to fully kill him off? Like in that attic place? I think I do. I don't think you can just kill him like this. No, that's not the right way. And he's clipped in the wall. I wish he'd get stuck in the wall and then end up stuck there permanently. That'd be great. Run away. That's up, not down. I want to make a hard save again. He'll just appear behind me. I wish there was a shortcut to the attic. Every time he does that buzz, that's him teleporting. He teleports everywhere. I think... That's him dead permanently. No, maybe not. Oh, I pissed off... I only pissed off one of... Okay, no, I pissed off both of them. Bye. I still have to destroy the last one. I think the attic has... Yeah, that. There we go. That should kill him. Wow, it just... FMV. Instant transmission. And here she is. I forgot to save. Just freaking mows him down with a Tommy gun. Lol. The borders are glitched.
Should have killed you when I had the chance. I'm such a fool.
It just legit plays a laugh multiple times. Okay.
My soul is whole once again. I suppose I should thank you. The evil of Duncan and Set have been defeated, my murder avenged. With the powers granted to me by Isis, I have become immortal. I no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall. Matinicus is mine once more. No living soul will ever dwell here again. And now for your reward.
You sure, Tristan?
You shall have the honor of staying with us on this island forever.
I just want to die deliberately. So this is the death cutscene. And then she Tommy guns your ass. Yay, we beat the game! Okay, let's do it right this time. That was the bad ending. Which one's the heal vessel?
Once again.
A river of life? Is that the heal vessel?
The evil of Duncan and Set have been defeated. My murder avenged.
River of life.
Granted to me by Isis, I have become immortal.
Ruin your enemies.
I
Aid
no
or
longer
search.
need the water clock to keep this island in thrall.
A river of life, it has to be.
Matinicus is mine once more.
Oops. How do I activate these?
No soul will ever dwell here
Oh, enter.
again.
200!
And now for your reward. You shall have the honor of staying with us on this island forever.
Nope.
My soul is whole once again.
Wait, is she repeating her dialogue?
The evil of Duncan and
Oh my
Set
god, she
has
just
been
repeated her
defeated.
dialogue.
My murder avenged. With the powers granted to me by
Oh my...
Isis,
She
I have
glitched!
become immortal. I no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall.
Is my stuff gonna run out before she finishes?
No living soul will
Yep.
ever dwell here again.
You gotta be fucking kidding
And
me.
now for your reward. You shall have the honor of staying with us on this island forever.
Well, I have 200 health. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna... Wow, did I kill her? Did I just beat the game? It just crashed to fucking desktop again. You've got to be motherfucking kidding me with this fucking game. It literally crashed for the 4th fucking time in one day. Yesterday it crashed once in 9 hours. Today it crashed 3 bloody times, and I've only been playing for 2 frickin' hours. What does that tell you? What the fuck does that tell you? I thought I beat her, and then the game just crashes. This is the most broken game ever. Quality PC port. And I have to move my windows again. Ah, this game is so good. Why is it such a broken piece of crap? More like wasting time. I know, right? This is a really awesome game. It's just marred by the worst port to ever exist. PC porting. It's like full of the most broken bugs and glitches. It's just awful. That's the only thing that makes it bad. Is just how bad the controls, the everything.
My soul is whole once again. I suppose I should thank you. The evil of Duncan and Set have been defeated.
Hurry up.
My murder avenged. With the powers granted to me by Isis, I have become immortal.
Good for you.
I no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall. Matinicus is mine once more.
Yeah.
No living
I'll
soul
spam it once
will
she starts
ever
attacking.
dwell here again. And now for your reward. You shall have
This is the way you kill a final boss piss easy, by abusing the stuff. Really?
I suppose I should thank you.
She started over again.
Duncan and Set have been defeated.
Is one of these doing that?
With the powers granted to
Okay,
me
I
by Isis,
need to
have
check something.
become immortal. I no longer. My soul is whole.
The
once
save
again.
actually made her loop twice. Really?
I suppose I should thank you.
I thought it was one of these
Duncan
that
and
makes her
Set
loop.
have been defeated. My murder avenged.
I feel like this, one of these abilities makes her play the sequence again, but maybe not. Okay, what do I want?
no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall.
Ruin your
Matinicus
enemies,
is
to aid your
mine
search,
once
fleet
more.
of foot,
No
sense the
living
hidden.
soul will ever dwell
guess strength.
here again. And now for your reward. You shall have
Oh
the
yeah, I can
honor
actually.
of staying with us on this island
Bye.
forever. My soul is whole once
Fuck's sake,
again.
Gabe.
I suppose I should thank you.
I'm gonna be out on the
Duncan
beach.
and Set have
No, I
been
can't open the
defeated.
door.
My murder avenged.
Tell me when you're done talking.
With the powers granted to me by Isis, I have become immortal.
Buggy ass
I
game.
no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall. Matinicus is mine.
You better
once
not loop for a
more.
third time.
No living soul will ever dwell here again. And now for your reward.
Uh-huh.
You shall have the honor
Cool
of
story,
staying
bro.
with us on this island forever.
Uh-huh, cool. There we go. Now she should die easy. LOL. LOL. Triple LOL. Easy boss was easy.
Hargrove was right all along. The water clock and its power were very real. Just as real as Tess's greed and treachery. The Archaeological Society will be fascinated if I can produce some proof of the clock's existence. I'll return to the island tomorrow with the right equipment so that I can gather the clock's ashes and properly catalog any remnants I can find. With proof, the Society will certainly fund me to fully investigate the Conway estate. Maybe they'll even spring for a new watch.
Yeah, Keith. That's total GG. We finished the game for real. Now we get to listen to this music, which is hilarious. This was in a Doom WAD. This music.
Upon this time's reptile, where time has ceased to be. If you must know why, you'd better pay heed to me. This is a place so cruel, across a darkened sea. You would be a fool to come and challenge me.
I love this song. It's the best. Thanks, Keith. Oh, this is awesome.
This is the end for you. You never will be free. You won't have a clue for the rest of eternity. This is a place so cruel, across a darkened sea. Well, I'm warning you to stay away from me. You never will escape, no matter what you try to do. If you try to run away, we'll turn you into barbecue.
I don't want to talk during the lyrics.
Upon this time's reptile, where time has ceased to be.
I think it just loops, right?
You must know why. You'd better pay heed to me. This is a place so cruel. Across a darkened sea, you would be a fool to come and challenge me.
Which game, Hitman, was the terrible one? I can't remember. There's only 2 verses in this song. That first verse and then this verse. I don't think the credits repeat. Or maybe they do, I don't know. Either way, what Tristan said about the 3DO version not having this good ending would piss me off seriously if I had to trog my way through the 3DO version of this game just to get that shitty ending. Even if I kill her, I'd be like, I don't like this game. Yeah, Time Trap Dial. 1996. I wonder if I'll be copyrighted on YouTube. Probably. And GG. There you go. Well, that's it. We finished it in 2.5 hours. I played 9 hours of this game yet. Oh, Limbo of the Lost, yeah. It's not even copyrighted? Well, hopefully my video won't get. But yeah, that was the entirety of Killing Time, the PC version. I still like it better. It's just, I wish somebody would remaster this game because it's actually really good. Probably solo. Yeah. Had enough of it. Are you actually finished with Evil Dead for good? Like, that game for good? Or are you going to come back to it in the future? I mean, you made it that far. You might as well make your time worth it. That's what I always say. When I'm playing a bad game and I'm far enough into it, I'm like, I've already wasted this much time. I might as well get the satisfaction of beating it, you know, at that point. Which basically is me being stubborn and refusing to quit a bad game. But yeah, that's the end of that one.